Do you need a lawyer for Portugal's Golden Visa? The short answer is no. There is no law that says you must use one. But here's the reality. Many people who try to do this without proper legal help run into avoidable problems that cost them far more than a lawyer would have. So the real question is, legally, no. Practically, usually yes. Let me explain exactly why. In this video, I'm going to cover 3 things. What actually goes wrong when people do this without a lawyer, what a Golden Visa lawyer does, and what you're actually paying for, and how to choose the right one. If your case is unusually simple and you already have strong local support in Portugal, you may be able to handle more of this yourself, but most international applicants don't fall into that category. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly where you stand. Quick background if you're new to this. Portugal's Golden Visa is a residency by investment program. There are several qualifying routes under the Golden Visa, and for most international investors we speak to, the fund route is the most common path. After 5 years, you may be eligible to apply for Portuguese citizenship, provided you meet the legal requirements in force at that time. The proposed legislation may extend this timeline in the future. It's one of the most sought after programs in Europe. It's also one of the more process heavy ones. That's the context. Now let's get into where things break down. We've worked on thousands of Portuguese immigration cases at Movingto, and the same mistakes come up again and again, especially where someone tried to go it alone or used a lawyer who wasn't properly specialized in this program. Mistake 1. Choosing the wrong fund. Not every fund necessarily fits the Golden Visa rules in the way they expect. The requirements around fund structure, asset type, and domicile are specific. We've seen applicants commit significant sums of funds that later turned out to not fit the Golden Visa requirements as clearly as they expected, meaning their application stalled and the capital was tied up while the situation was resolved. A qualified lawyer should review whether the fund structure appears Golden Visa compliant before you commit. For many applicants, that review alone can justify a significant part of the legal fee. Mistake 2, getting the sequence wrong. AIMA, Portugal's immigration authority, operates on strict procedural timelines. Bank account setup needs to happen before certain filings. Tax number registration needs to happen before that. Your investment needs to be evidenced in a specific way before submission. If you get the sequence wrong, you don't just cause delay, you miss your biometrics appointment slot, which can push your entire timeline back significantly. Mistake 3, underestimating document complexity. Police certificates, apostles, certified translations, proof of funds, statutory declarations. Each of these has a validity window. If one document expires before your submission is complete or formatted incorrectly for AIMA's requirements, you can end up redoing part of the process from scratch. This is one of the most common friction points we see, and it's almost entirely avoidable with proper coordination up front. Mistake 4, underestimating the bank account step. Portuguese banks are notoriously difficult for non-residents. Some require in-person visits. Some require a Portugal fiscal representative. Some won't open accounts for certain nationalities without specific documentation. Without the right guidance, this step alone can stall an application for a long time. The pattern across all these is the same. None are individually catastrophic, but they compound. And in a program where the government fees, fund investment, and associated costs are running into 6 figures, legal fees start to look very different in context. People often assume a Golden Visa lawyer handles paperwork. It's more than that. Here's what a properly specialized immigration lawyer actually does across the process. Fund due diligence review. Before you invest, your lawyer should be reviewing the fund's legal documentation and Golden Visa eligibility. They're not giving you investment advice. That's the fund manager's role, but they're confirming the legal structure qualifies under the program. NIF registration. Your Portuguese tax number is step 1. Your lawyer handles this or coordinates it with a fiscal representative. Bank account facilitation. Experienced immigration lawyers understand which Portuguese banks serve non-residents well, which documentation they require, and how to move the process forward efficiently. That knowledge saves time. Document authentication. Every document submitted to AIMA needs to be apostilled and officially translated. If you have documents from multiple countries, this coordination alone is a significant logistical exercise. AIMA submission and your legal representation. Your lawyer submits your application, is your legal representative on record, and handles any correspondence or request for additional documentation from the immigration authority. Biometrics appointment coordination. Scheduling preparation and attendance either in person or through a power of attorney where permitted. Ongoing compliance. The Golden Visa requires you to maintain your investment for the duration of the program. Your lawyer tracks renewal timelines and ensures you remain compliant. At Movingto, our legal team are all registered with the Portuguese Bar Association, and they work specifically on Golden Visa applications. That specialization matters. A general immigration lawyer who primarily handles D7 or digital nomad visas is not the same as someone who's worked through hundreds of fund route Golden Visa cases. On cost, I've done a video breaking down the complete fee picture, government fees, fund minimums, and legal costs in detail. Link is above and in the description. The short version. For a fund route Portugal Golden Visa, legal fees are a real but relatively small part of the total cost picture. They are still material, so ask any lawyer you speak to for a clear fixed fee engagement letter up front, not an hourly estimate. What to look for. Not all immigration lawyers are equal for this. Here's what to verify before you engage anyone. Portugal Bar Association registration. Every practicing lawyer in Portugal must be registered with the Portuguese Bar Association. You can verify this directly on their website using the lawyer's name or registration number. If someone can't give you their OA number, that is a serious red flag. Golden Visa fund route experience specifically. Ask directly. How many Golden Visa applications have you processed through the fund route? The fund route has specific due diligence requirements that differ from older qualifying routes. You want someone who knows the current program well. Post-AIMA familiarity. Since SEF was reorganized into AIMA in late 2023, procedures have changed. Make sure the lawyer you speak to is current, not still operating on pre-reorganization assumptions. A fixed fee engagement letter. Ask for this before you sign anything. Define scope and define cost, not an open-ended hourly retainer on a process that can run for a very long time. Communication standards. This process takes time. You need someone who proactively updates you, not someone you have to chase for a status update. If you're seriously evaluating Portugal's Golden Visa and want to avoid expensive mistakes early, we'd be glad to talk through your situation. The first conversation is free. You can book a consultation at movingto.com. The link is in the description and pinned in the comments. Important note before you go. Nothing in this video constitutes legal advice. This is for informational purposes only. Your situation is specific to you, and you should always work with a qualified legal professional before making investment or immigration decisions. If this was useful, subscribe. We constantly publish detailed content on Portugal's Golden Visa. Questions? Drop them in the comments.